Party people, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for the Ton Hop. So Effie was super kind to invite me again to participate in the hop for this time around. And for this time, I'm using some confetti stamps. So the release this time, last time I picked the big flower stamps, but you guys know I am a sucker for a big alphabet and for a big number stamp. And the release this time around included two confetti sets, a large alpha and a larger number. So the alphabet stamps I think are about 1.5 inches, and the numbers are about 2 inches for scale. And so I decided to work on a page in my Life Crafted album, and you know rainbow is my default setting, so I'm going to stamp out a rainbow title. And my title is "You Are My Sunshine," and I'm using these super fun confetti alphabets to stamp out the word sunshine. Because it's confetti, the way the alphabet works, I don't know how well you'll see it in the video. You might see it in the close-ups, but the top of the letter is solid, and then it has like white spots in the bottom to mimic the look of confetti, and it is a beautiful stamp set. I saw some of Effie's design team do this with embossing powder, which is something I totally want to try doing. I don't emboss well. I like stamping, but embossing is a little bit beyond my purview. But that is definitely something I want to do. So you see, I'm just switching inks. I'm cleaning my inks with my stamp chamois between colors just to make sure that my stamps stay nice and clean. My stamp chamois is so janky, you guys. It is filthy, but that just proves how well loved it is. But it is horrifying how dirty it is. And I'm using these scrapbook.com hybrid inks. These are probably my favorite inks, and I've tried a lot of inks. Like Ali Edwards, her Crafters inks are a really good ink that I enjoy. I have a few inks from the Stamp Market that I enjoy. I have some inks from Studio Calico, but you guys, these scrapbook.com hybrid inks are probably going to be the ink that I reach for the most. I'm steadily building my collection. I buy a few every month or so, just so I can fill out my color palette, and I'm steadily building my collection, and they are amazing. I'm almost ready to buy another black one or just get another re-inker for it, but these inks are they're wonderful. You get such good stamping impressions, and when you have cool stamps like Effie's releasing, you really want to make sure you're using good inks with them to make sure that the stamp can live up to the best of its ability. So the other stamp set that I'm using is, I'm going to grab it so I can give you the right name of it. It is called the Willow Alpha, and it's a really long and skinny and tiny. It is a small stamp, but it's a long, skinny one. So I liked the mixed typography of the Willow Alpha with those confetti. So I stamped the words "You Are My," and the good thing about the Willow Alpha is it comes with multiples of each one. So I was able to put my entire title on my stamp block and stamp that I want. So that's not something I normally do. Normally if I'm stamping a title, I'll go with individual stamps, but that's because most stamp sets only come with one of each letter. So when you get lucky with a stamp set like this that has multiples, y'all take advantage of it and stamp your whole title at once. So there we go. Now I went into my stash and I pulled out some rainbow papers because we're making a rainbow, and I have a black and white photo of Joshua holding my hand, and I chose to print my photo in black and white just because I already had so much color on the background, right? And so it's just easier. This is something I do over and over, something you guys have seen me do, something you guys have heard me talk about, is when I want to have a super colorful background, I just go with a black and white photo. It makes it really easy to not have to worry about matching your embellishments, matching your colors to your photo when there's no color in your photo at all. So this is typically what I do when I want to do a rainbow background, is print my photo in black and white. So I'm just figuring out what I want to do with my papers. I'm layering two pattern papers over each other. One is a chevron, and then one is a polka dot. The chevron is from Pink Fresh Studio. I have no idea where I went right now. I'm so sorry that I'm gone. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was grabbing my box of wood veneer. So I keep my wood veneer in this sorted, divided container. It is sorted by type of wood veneer. It is not as neat as it used to be because it's fallen and gotten mangled a bit, but I keep all my hearts together, all my stars together, and I knew I wanted to use some wood veneer from Ellie Studio, and to repeat the wood veneer on the left side of the page, I grabbed some wood veneer hearts. I have the remainder of this pack of tags that I had used on a previous page, and I wanted to use the Go See Do tags. I love wood veneer, and I love tags, and which is why I have that giant case of wood veneer. If you guys couldn't tell, I have a thing for it. I like that it adds texture, and I like that it adds color. The good thing about wood veneer is you could tint it. So if I didn't want to leave it the natural wood color, you could use any hybrid ink. So you could use the scrapbook.com inks to tint it. If you had distress inks or distress oxides, you could tint wood veneer. It's such a workhorse in your craft area, right? Because it adds dimension. You guys know I love dimension. And then it can be any color you want it to be. So if you don't have wood veneer, or if you have it, just pull it out and start getting it on pages. It's really easy. Like, think of wood veneer the same way you would think of enamel dots, right? It's just an accent to add to the page. So after you're done with everything else, just add a few accents. So I decided to, do things with the power of 3, as Joshua would say it. And I'm adding Go See Do around the photo of him because we're outside. And my husband and I almost never go outside these days because Corona life. But we're actually outside in this picture. And at first I was thinking about creating a cascade of hearts around my title, but eventually I decided not to do that. So I do want to do a little bit more stamping. So the number confetti stamp came with words like cheers and happy birthday and happy anniversary. Effie and the ton stamps, I think, are, I don't want to say intended, but they're kind of designed with card makers in mind. So they do tend to have sentiments that you could put on cards. But the good thing about these stamps is you can also use them as a memory keeper, which I have been doing. I love Effie's stamps. She just released a bunch of the layered florals, which I'm probably going to have to go and buy immediately because I can't help myself. But I'm just stamping cheers to on top, and then I'm going to put my photo of Joshua down, and then I'm going to stamp the word happy underneath it. So I have You Are My Sunshine on the left side, and then because I wanted to repeat that font, so that is the other reason that I stamped again on the right side. So I'm carrying the stamping over from left to right and also repeating the font choice. So while I'm doing this, I will tell you a little bit about the giveaway. So Effie and the Ton is having a giveaway. This is an Instagram hop. I'm just giving you a process video because I love process videos and I think you guys enjoy them, but this is an Instagram hop. So you have to head over to my Instagram and then go to the Ton page and follow everyone on the hop. And after you followed everyone on the hop, Effie will pick someone at random and you will be able to pick a stamp of your choice. And it's a super fun way to enter a giveaway, to be exposed to a bunch of different crafters that you might not have known otherwise. I like participating in hops and following along hops because I always find new memory keepers and makers that I didn't know were making before. And even though I'm a scrapbooker, I do follow a lot of card makers because there's a lot of things that you could learn from watching someone else's art form. I am not a watercolorer. It is not something that I can do, but I do like watching other people watercolor hearts, and watercolor flowers, and it kind of inspires me to give it a try. So I highly recommend you go on over to my Instagram page and follow along with the hop to win a stamp set of your own. So now here's back to the page. I've gone ahead and stuck down my wood veneer pieces. I have finished my stamping. I am adding 2 hearts, one by the word happy and one between the words cheers and 2, just because I have to have odd numbers. So since I had the 3 tags, I'm adding 2 hearts and now I have an odd number. And then I pulled out a stamp set from Everyday Explorers. It is called, I will tell you, hold on. It is called For the Win, and it's full of sentiment about good things. And I decided to stamp on some labels. Now, I didn't want to stamp directly on my paper, because if I ruined it, then I've ruined my entire layout. And if it was like sooner in the layout, I might have stamped directly on the paper, but since I'm almost done, I chose to stamp on some Studio Calico labels. You guys have heard me talk about these labels multiple times. They are my favorite thing in the entire world. I love these labels. So I stamped on some labels. I picked out a green one, a purple one, and a pink one, just repeating the colors that are already in my stamped image, already on the background papers, and I stamp yes, because I love that. I stamped love this moment. And the one that I'm stamping right now on the pink one is a filled-in stamp that just says love. And these are also a great stamp set. If you aren't familiar with Everyday Explorers, great stamp set using my scrapbook.com hybrid ink. And then I layer my label clusters, each with a heart. I punch holes somewhere in this, I don't remember where, but I label each of my layer clusters with a heart, and that finishes up the page. So you're going to see this in the album in a few minutes, but thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick process video. This is a really easy page to replicate with any supplies that you have on hand. I like doing easier pages like this in between all the mixed media cut file madness that I'm doing. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're so inclined. Let me know what you think about the page in the comments, and don't forget to head over to Instagram so you can participate in the hop and win a stamp set of your own. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Till next time, keep it crafty and have the very best day. And I will see you around, my friends. Bye!